think university is a time where you find yourself. This is a time where I've truly learnt my potential and what I'm capable of.
We had 24 students from the University of Newcastle come along to Borneo. We spent 3 days in the Borneo jungle and we looked at orangutans in their habitat. It was amazing.
The skills that I've gained over those years and even watched and reflected on how much I've learnt, it amazes me.
I'm the first one in my family to graduate. My dad always said to me, he said, only brain can make a man. That means only knowledge can make a man. And I always had the voice of my dad in the back of my head saying that I could do it. Graduation was a major achievement in my life.
I started the university as an able-bodied kid and then I had an accident after my second year. So that dream as a young kid from a disadvantaged background of throwing that cap and gown into it almost puts a tear in my eye of having that sense of achievement.
I was doing some volunteer work. One of the volunteer boss said to me that if you really like helping people, why don't you become a nurse? I want graduates to be bold, be courageous, and be your best.
I think it is very important to focus on your purpose because there will be a lot of issues, a lot of challenges facing ahead, and being able to overcome each time, I think it's what's important.
It's a wonderful feeling to be an alumni. You have this connection with other alumni, other students who have graduated.
Not just national, but also it's global scale.
Having a community behind you is probably the greatest thing you can have, apart from your family and friends, because really it's just a bigger version of them.
A family that is now around the world.
We've all come together as one and we're all going to be lifelong friends.
Just enjoy the moment.
Words can't describe it.
It lasts a few seconds, but you really will remember it forever.
The world is your oyster. You really don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. You don't know what it's going to be the next day, but take every single opportunity that comes your way.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Welcome to our global alumni community.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to graduates and our guests to this very special occasion. To comply with safety regulations, I'd like to point out the emergency exits here in the Great Hall. Please take a moment to note your nearest green emergency exit sign. For those with small children, there is a soundproof crying room located at the rear of the Great Hall. The ushers in the hall will be happy to assist should you need access to the crying room. A professional photographer will photograph each graduate as they cross the stage, and a copy of this photograph will be made available to all graduates to access and share via their Facebook page. Portrait photography is also available at the graduate reception in the Brennan Room immediately following the ceremony. As a courtesy to everyone in the room, we ask that you please switch any mobile devices to silent. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we will instruct each graduate and your guests when it is time to leave your seats. Graduates, in November, you'll be sent an invitation to complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. This survey gathers feedback on your higher education experience to help improve the experience for future students. We strive to provide the best possible university experience for all of our students, but this cannot be achieved without your important and valuable feedback. We would appreciate you watching for an email to your university account so that you can help assist with this important survey. And please don't forget to pick up a copy of tomorrow's Newcastle Herald to see all of our graduates' names printed, recognising your wonderful achievements. Some of the terminology used in today's ceremony may be unfamiliar to you. To assist in your appreciation of the ceremony, we have provided a history of graduation and an explanation of terms in the graduation booklet. The academic procession will enter the hall in just a few moments. When the procession enters, could you all please rise and remain standing for the Australian National Anthem. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please stand when the Deus Party rises and remain upstanding until the Deus Party and our graduates have left the hall. We hope that you enjoy this very special occasion. Thank you.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strings and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very special graduation ceremony. On behalf of the University of Newcastle, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians, the Awabakal people, on whose traditional land this campus is located. And I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. It's now my very great pleasure to invite Yena Thompson, Gamilaroi woman and Aboriginal Health Research Partner for the University, to open the ceremony and welcome you to this special event. Thank you. Yena.
Thank you, Chancellor. I would also like to pay my respects to the traditional custodians of this land. Pambalong, Awabakal, Wallabarga, Nyini. Wallabarga, Nyani, Winanye Wayama Yambuli, Nyini, Winanye Ilambu Marigal. So I pay respects to the Pambalong clan of the Awabakal Nation, whose land we are on today. I would like to acknowledge the elders and ancestors of the land we are on today and thank them for the thousands of years of caring for the country, waterways and skies. I would like to acknowledge my own mob, the Gamilaroi people from Moree, and the nations of all the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are here today. Congratulations to all of you for making it here today. It is a reflection of your hard work, determination, strength, and of those that have come before you. I would like to make a special shout out to my amazing son Addison, who is also graduating today. And I will have the privilege, sorry, I'm a bit emotional about this, and I will have the privilege of presenting him along with the rest of you with his Indigenous pin today. Addison will be the first person in our family to graduate from university, and we are very proud of him. And look forward to seeing more of our family members following in his footsteps. Okay, I should be right now. As part of your community, we join your family, friends and ancestors in saying how proud we are of your accomplishments. Everyone here will receive a pin as part of the graduation that symbolises our hopes for the next part of your journey. The artwork used for the design of the pin was done by Jasmine Mikika Krachin, who is a proud Barkindji Malangapa designer and artist, and also an alumni of our university. The artwork represents the university's Indigenous commitment and the critical engagement involving students, staff and community and our alumni. It was created to symbolise themes like truth-telling, learning, healing and acceptance. We hope you carry these words with you with respect to all the places that you go. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Yena, and congratulations as a proud mum. As Chancellor of our university and a graduate myself, I'm very honoured to have held this position now for more than a decade. This is my final year and it's a privilege, as it always has been, to be able to celebrate this major milestone in our graduates' journey. Each of our university's graduates is unique, and each year through these ceremonies we celebrate their success. Before me sits a group of people whose determination and resilience is remarkable by any measure. This ceremony acknowledges your drive and determination to succeed. Graduates, you can feel proud that you take with you a degree from one of the finest universities in this country, a university that now sits amongst the top universities in the world. As a university, we are proud to offer the opportunity of education to students from all walks of life. We are proud to have a long-held commitment to equity that means almost 1/4 of our students are from low socioeconomic backgrounds, and 1 in 2 of our graduates are the first in their family to undertake tertiary education. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Australia is well known as the land of a fair go. Everyone should have equal opportunity. I'm proud that this is also a core value of this university. Here, we believe that every person has the right to receive a world-class education. We are proud that our university is a place for everyone to thrive and succeed, and particularly those who've experienced disadvantages, challenges or hardship. Since 1974, we've pioneered with great success pathway programs such as Open Foundation and Yapug. Almost 70,000 people have entered universities through one of our pathway programs. We are proud of our many students who have gone on to achieve great things after completing a pathway program. The Wallatuka Institute is a great example of this. It started in 1983 as a support program for our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students. Wallatuka is a place that offers community and cultural connection for staff and students. We are proud to be one of Australia's leading universities for enrolment of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students, and we have some of the best education outcomes for First Nation doctors, teachers and nurses. In fact, more so than any other Australian university. One of the key reasons behind this is the enduring support and unwavering commitment of the Wallatuka Institute. This year we are celebrating 40 wonderful years of that institute. Our degree programs are designed to prepare you, our graduates, for life and work and connect you with your industries and communities. Similarly, our research is focused on delivering impact and innovation, a steady focus on working with partners to support the development of our regions. Today's celebration of the completion of your studies marks another important milestone, your entry into the University of Newcastle's global alumni community. That is a network now of more than 169,000 alumni, making an impact in 153 countries right around the world. One example of our talented alumni is Elizabeth McLaughlin. Lizzie is a lawyer who was passionate about making positive and constructive contributions to her community. She was the first female barrister in a regional location to be appointed public defender by the New South Wales Attorney General in 2019, after coming to the bar in 2014. Lizzie worked as a solicitor for 10 years, principally as a criminal defence solicitor, appearing as advocate in a range of contested matters in courts throughout New South Wales and the ACT. As a leader in the region, Lizzie is dedicated to supporting the growth and development of local women and Indigenous lawyers. Utilising her connections with the University of Newcastle, she's working towards increasing the representation of women and Indigenous lawyers by supporting them as they move through from solicitors to barristers. In 2019, Lizzie established an annual scholarship for an Indigenous law student at the university to be sponsored through the Newcastle Bar Association. She also has recently initiated the Making the Leap mentoring program designed to increase the number of women barristers in the region. You are now united with achievers like Elizabeth McLaughlin and the people sitting around you as an alumnus of our university. We look forward to watching you flourish in your careers. Look ahead with confidence, knowing you'll always be part of the University of Newcastle. Today is the culmination of many years of hard work, and this ceremony is a symbol of all you've experienced and achieved during your time here at the university. This includes an acknowledgement of the support of your family and friends who've been with you every step of the way on your journey to today. To family and friends, we know that you're here to acknowledge the hard work of a very special person. We'd be very happy if you let them know you're here and give them a cheer as they come across the stage. It's an important part of this ceremony, and it brings it to life when we have the audience participating. So you're very welcome to show your support. Again, my heartfelt congratulations to each of you, our graduates. I now call on the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Kent Anderson, to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. I would also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today, the Pamalong clan of the Awabakal people. I pay my respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. I am delighted to welcome you all to graduation at our university, a special time in the university calendar. It is particularly special to gather here in our great hall. You may not know, but the Great Hall was built by our Newcastle and Hunter community, brick by brick. It is a tangible reminder that we are a university of and for the community. Whether this is your first time in the Great Hall, or if you're returning after some time away, there is a place for you at the University of Newcastle. I warmly welcome our graduates back to our campus. It is wonderful to have you here for this special occasion. To family and friends who are here today to celebrate our graduates, thank you for supporting them during their studies. And to members of the community, you are always welcome here at your university. As we move towards the 60th anniversary of the university, we want to create more spaces which embrace community, which is why we have started the Alumni House project. Alumni House will be a purpose-built home for alumni-led activity, as well as wider community connection and collaboration in the heart of Newcastle's civic and cultural precinct. We imagine Alumni House is a place for our alumni to come home to. We have already received generous donations, many from our alumni, but there is still more to be done. So please consider getting behind this wonderful project. We hope that the Alumni House will be completed by 2025 in time for the university's 60th anniversary. As our Chancellor said, today we welcome all of our graduates into our global alumni network. I actually checked last night, and as of today, we now have more than 170,000 alumni as part of the global alumni community. That's including you, of course. We are inspired by what you have achieved during your studies. I hope that you feel the same sense of pride as you cross the stage to receive your degree. We hope that this milestone marks the beginning of a lifelong connection with the university. Our alumni are making impact across the globe, and we are proud to see them thrive in their chosen careers. Our alumni become mentors, ambassadors for our university, and importantly, employers of the next generation of students. We can't wait to see what great things you will do as alumni of the university. And we wish you the very, very best on this next step of your journey. Chancellor, it now gives me great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker today, Glendon Ivan. Glendon is recognized as one of Australia's preeminent directors and is an alumnus of the university. Originally from Tamworth, he holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in graphic design, graduated in 1994. Glendon's work has made significant impact on Australian film and television culture across an extensive list of feature films, television shows, and commercials. Glendon first gained recognition for his short film, Cracker Bag, which won the Palme d'Or for Best Short Film at the Cannes Film Festival in 2003. His feature film credits include Last Ride in 2009, starring Hugo Weaving, for which Glendon was awarded Best New Narrative Director at the Abu Dhabi International Film Festival, and Penguin Bloom in 2020 with Naomi Watts, which was nominated for Best Film and Best Direction in Film at the 2021 ACTA Awards. Glendon's television credits include Puberty Blues, both Series 1 and Series 2, the 7-part World War I drama Gallipoli, the International Emmy Award-winning series Safe Harbour, and the BBC's The Cry, which won a Scottish BAFTA for Best Drama Series and was nominated for Best Drama with the Royal Television Society. Glendon's latest project, The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart, is a 7-part series starring Sigourney Weaver, based on the best-selling novel by Holly Ringland. It's scheduled for release on August 4th on Amazon Prime. I know what I'll be doing that evening of August the 4th. Glendon was awarded our 2022 Newton-John Alumni Medal in recognition of his innovation and creativity in the arts. Please join me now in welcoming Glendon Ivan to deliver today's occasional speech.
Thank you. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, family, friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. I want to start with, if there was ever a case of imposter syndrome, it's me right now. When I was sitting down there where you are 30 years ago, I felt good. I knew I had achieved something, but I felt out of place, kind of like I do now, although this is way worse. Because now I'm up here and you're all staring at me and you're wearing academic dress. It's kind of terrifying. I'm not an academic. I'm far from it. I wasn't then and I'm not now. As a director, I deal with elements that, in my opinion, are not easy to quantify. I deal with the ambiguities of atmosphere. And when I was thinking about that before in a university setting, I'm not talking about like the atmosphere, I'm thinking about atmosphere, like the vibe of things. What I do at times is, of course, highly technical, but I try to distance myself from those constraints so I don't lose track of what is important to filmmaking: story, emotion, and tone. But I'm here and I thank the university for inviting me. I was never really happy at university. Thank you. That's probably not the right way of saying it. I actually was pretty happy. In fact, I had a really good time, probably too good a time at times. But I think I was more restless. I studied graphic design, but I really wanted to be an artist. I was always looking at other courses thinking, maybe that's what I should be doing. I remember walking around the campus, always staring at what other people were doing, particularly the painters sitting in their rooms, pushing paint around canvases and thinking, that just seems like the best thing to spend your time doing. And of course, somewhere in the university, there was communication students that had cameras and tripods and microphones and lights, and even though I had nothing to do with those things, I knew I wanted to be part of it. Every year I would sit with my lecturers, and it was a 4-year degree, so this is often it happened, and I would sit with these lecturers who I'd not only considered great teachers, but mentors, and some of whom are still friends today, and I would try and talk them into sending me out of the course so I could go do something else. And they would always encourage me to stay and stick with the design because they knew I was good at it. And against what I thought was my better judgment, I did. And to my surprise, at the end of the 4-year degree, I found that I'd learnt quite a lot, and I had some skills, and I had a grasp on the principles of design and illustration and photography and typography, and I knew stuff. And I didn't know it at the time, but I was employable. And I worked as a graphic designer for a while, and I liked it, but I was still restless. I knew there was something else out there for me, and ultimately I fell in love with film, and its draw was so powerful that I applied to the Victorian College of the Arts to do a postgraduate when I was 28. I quit my design job and I never looked around or felt restless from that point on. I knew I was doing exactly what I wanted to be doing, and I'd spend every waking moment doing it. I've now been a director for 20 years. I've made commercials, feature films, and high-end television, and it rarely ever feels like work. It's almost a cliche to say that, but it's true. I'm often genuinely surprised when I get paid for what I do. And like the painters I looked on at university, I just feel like it's the most wonderful way to spend my time. It feels essential to me. So I study design, but I'm not a designer. But I use what I learnt every day in what I do, and not just from a visual communication point of view. As a director, I'm really just a filter. The time I spent here helped form that filter of who I am as a director and a human being. My experience here was monumental in creating the foundations of which to build the rest of my career. I was nurtured into a creative life here, and that life has been rewarding in so many ways. But you guys have just graduated. Have they graduated yet, or are they about to? Just about to. You're about to graduate. I don't want to blow anything. And right now you're probably feeling pretty confident and to head out into the real world in your chosen field, but by default, you're incredibly naive. Hang on to this. I find it the most terrifying side effect of gaining experience is discovering that the more you know, the more you realise you don't know. And this can slow you down. It can make you avoid taking risks or simply not do something. And for me, I can find that paralysing. In my opinion, there's no greater power than wide-eyed enthusiasm. Passion. I guess what I'm saying is try and approach each day of your working life with the same amount of excitement and passion as your first. I try and treat every production as if it's my first, and I've been doing it for a while now. I ask myself, how would I approach this if I had no idea what I was doing? Of course, I use what I've learnt, but in many ways I try and keep that secondary. I think that helps hone your instinct, your intuition, that gut feeling which is often all you have at your disposal. I beg you at all costs to avoid getting into a position where you start to feel jaded. The moment you feel a sense of disillusion, run. Get out of there. It's not worth it. How do you do this? The film industry has a saying, nobody knows anything. It's very true. So take my advice with this in mind. Say yes to everything. You have to get experience. You have to learn real world stuff. Think of it as practice and discover how you want to work. Most importantly, you have to make mistakes, and you can't do that unless you're doing things, and to do things you have to say yes. Make those mistakes and learn from them. And hopefully the most important discovery will be to find out what you don't want to do. If you say yes long enough, then you can start saying no. Saying no to work is extremely important. It's the work you say no to that will shape your career more than anything else. With this in mind, don't choose... I feel like parents are going to hate this. I'm about to get in trouble. Hang on, I better have a drink. I wouldn't say this to my child. I probably would, actually. Don't choose a job because of what it pays. Choose a job that will facilitate you creating good work. Good work brings more good work, and that will ultimately bring financial reward. This is a lesson I have learnt over and over again. The moment I ever think about money, I get in trouble. I don't enjoy what I'm doing, and me as a creative, the work suffers. So it's always the work first. And I know there's creative people here, and it's probably the hardest and the most valuable lesson that I've learnt in my time as working in creative industries. How do you say yes, and what do you say no to? I learned something when I was making this World War I drama called Gallipoli. It was 7 hours. It was a really intense thing to do for a year. And I found myself on a football field-like battlefield that we'd built outside of Melbourne. And when you go into something like that, you try and learn as much as you can about World War I, but you can't know everything about it, and definitely don't know how soldiers work. So you surround yourself with experts. And I had a military advisor with me all the time, who was amazing. He'd just be able to tell you how to do something, and then I'd be able to interpret that in how we do it on film. And I remember turning to him at one point, looking at this circus of people we had around us and thinking, man, I said to him, like, this must be pretty crazy for you, like that we've got, like, what does this look like? We've got a bunch of, it feels like a circus, and you're from the military, which is so organised and regimental, and you guys know what to do all the time. And he said, well, it's actually pretty similar. He said, in the military, we're taught to make decisions that we're 75% right about, and that it's better to make a decision that you're 75% sure about than it is to wait until you have 100% surety. So I use this quite often. If I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 75-ish sure, I'll make the decision, and then you're moving forward, and usually in the time where you're moving forward, you get to work out that last 25%. I know this sounds very general, but hopefully you can apply that to whatever you're thinking. But it's time and time again, this has become something that I rely on. It also helps to surround yourself with people who love and support you, family and friends and colleagues, and for those working in the creative industries, collaborators. There's the adage, it's not what you're doing, it's who you're doing it with. Often when I'm thinking about who I'm going to collaborate with, and this could be from producers to actors to editors to cinematographers, I don't really think about what they've done and what they've achieved. I generally think about, is this a person who I can have breakfast, lunch and dinner with for the next 2 years under really stressful situations? And it's sort of an indicator of who you want to spend time with. You're going to end up spending time at work with people more time with people at work than you may do your family. So you want to make sure that they've got your back and that you enjoy spending time with them. So with this in mind, work with people for their hearts, not their CVs, which is something I consider a lot. But anyway, you almost have something great on your CVs, a degree from the University of Newcastle. Congratulations on getting to this point. It's an incredible achievement, and you should be very proud of yourself and those beside you. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Lyndon, thank you very much for that occasional address. It's absolutely riveting to hear somebody with your passion having found your career so early on, and as you say, keep looking until you find yours is the message to our graduates. I found it intriguing that you have this issue with imposter syndrome. I would have imagined all you have to do is point to the scoreboard to overcome that. And it's a marvellous, marvellous track record of achievement that you've done, and such wonderful pieces of art that you've created. Your lessons to today's graduates are incredibly relevant. It is a matter of searching, saying yes rather than no, and trying to find your area of passion. It's interesting to me, having been involved in other fields, that many of the lessons you espouse are translatable. And the idea that you go with your 75% feeling in time rather than wait a lot longer to try and get to an 85% position applies right across the board in my view. So Glendon, welcome back to your university. We're very proud of you and we really do appreciate, particularly on behalf of today's graduates, your very wise delivery, and we wish you every success in the future. So thank you indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very important aspect of this ceremony, a formal element. And for this, I'd like to ask that all of our graduates, would you please stand? Thank you. This is a serious bit. As Chancellor of this university, I now officially confer awards to all those candidates who fulfilled the conditions for admission of that award. And I wonder if everyone in the audience and my colleagues up here would join me in applauding these wonderful achievers. Thank you. Please be seated. Yep. I now have pleasure in calling on Professor John Fischetti, Pro-Vice-Chancellor for the College of Human and Social Futures, to begin presenting today's graduates. Thank you, Professor Fischetti.
Good afternoon, Chancellor. It's an honour to be on Awabakal country today with all of you. And Chancellor, as I doff my hat to you this afternoon, I realize in your 10 years of tenure as Chancellor, it's my 10 years at the university as well. And although we have several months left of graduations with you, what an honour it is and privilege it is to have you as the Chancellor of this great university. Thank you for your service. Chancellor, I present to you the candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission to awards of the university. Doctor of Philosophy graduates have undertaken a program of independent, supervised study for the equivalent of up to 4 years of full-time study. These graduates have produced significant and original research outcomes, culminating in a thesis which has been independently examined by external experts of international standing. Today, the university is proud to honor graduates who have satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Doctor of Philosophy. Chancellor, I present to you Jordan Beavis. Dr. Beavis's thesis is entitled A Networked Army, the Australian Military Forces and the Other Armies of the Interwar British Commonwealth, 1919 to 1939. Dr. Beavis. Amy Duar. Dr. Duar's thesis is entitled A Grammar of Whakame, a Polynesian Outlier of Vanuatu with the Study of Whakame Multilingualism. Dr. Duar. Majed Hazazi. Hold on, Majed, I misjudged that one. Majed Hazazi. Dr. Hazazi's thesis is entitled Masculinity and the Representations of Men in Kate Chopin's Fiction. Dr. Hazazi. Jesse Hodgetts. Dr. Hodgetts' thesis is entitled Guta Gemera, Stirring Up Songs, Reawakening Wagagapua and Wiradjuri songs to inform our culture, language, and identity. Dr. Hodgetts. Matilda Hope Kirchen. Dr. Hope Kirchen's thesis is entitled Hella Queer, the representation of female same sexuality in contemporary Anglophone graphic narratives. Dr. Hope Kirchen. Karen Hughes. Dr. Hughes's thesis is entitled A Literary Search for Meaning, How Spiritual Themes Are Reflected and Represented in Contemporary Speculative Fiction. Dr. Hughes. Li Yin Kwan. Dr. Kwan's thesis is entitled The Present Perfect in the Intra-Language of L1 Chinese and L1 Malay ESL Learners. Dr. Kwan. Shakil Mahmood. Dr. Mahmood's thesis is entitled Female Garment Workers' Non-Understandings of Human Immunodeficiency Virus in Bangladesh. Dr. Mahmood. Kate Mellor. Dr. Mellor's thesis is entitled Decolonizing Higher Education, Reconceptualizing Knowing and Knowledge in Pedagogical Spaces. Dr. Mellor. Pearl Nunn. Dr. Nunn's thesis is entitled Visible and Vocal, Black Women in 18th Century Britain, circa 1707 to 1834. Dr. Nunn. Guptaswar Patel. Dr. Patel's thesis is entitled Mainstreaming, Co-optation, and Countervailing Powers, the Barriers to and Impacts of Ayush Integration in Odisha, India. Dr. Patel. Kelly Peopa. Dr. Peopa's thesis is entitled Anne Boleyn's Literary Remains, Attribution, Circulation, Reception. Dr. Peopa. Susan Piggott. Dr. Piggott's thesis is entitled Unknown Lands. Dr. Piggott. Gordon Shrub. Dr. Shrub's thesis is entitled Finding a Fortune, Exterior to Time, Engaging with Emily Dickinson's Poetry as a Form of Poetry Journal. Dr. Shrub. Christina Street. Dr. Street's thesis is entitled Exploring the Creative Capacity of the Shootout 24-Hour Filmmaking Festival. Dr. Street. Diana Suliaman. Dr. Suliaman's thesis is entitled Protection of Intangible Cultural Heritage in Indonesia and Malaysia. Dr. Suliaman. Huang Lin Tron. Dr. Tron's thesis is entitled EFL Teachers' Motivation in the Tertiary Sector in Vietnam, a Self-Determination Theory Perspective. Dr. Tron. Congratulations to these higher degree by research graduates. Chancellor, university medals may be awarded to candidates who have displayed exceptional academic ability. To be considered for this award, a graduate must have a consistent record of exceptional academic achievement at all levels of their degree program and qualify with the highest level of that degree. Today, I am proud to be recognizing such outstanding scholars from the College of Human and Social Futures. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present graduating with a Bachelor of Arts Honors and Honors Class 1 and the University Medal, Jackson Turton. Congratulations. Chancellor, I present to you graduating with a Bachelor of Social Science Honors with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal and Bachelor of Law Honors. Any other degree? Oh, okay. With Honors Class 1, Claire Dudgeon. Chancellor, I present to you graduating with a Bachelor of Natural History Illustration Honors with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal, Gemma Gillard. Chancellor, I now present graduates who have satisfied the requirements of a postgraduate award. Graduating with a Juris Doctor and a graduate diploma in legal practice, Muhammad Ali. Isha Apurjita. Cheryl Ivane R.K. Pacheco. Nana Frempong. Crystal Ong. Yiming Zhang. Graduating with a Master of Environmental Law with distinction, Campbell Green. Graduating with a Master of Human Resources and Law with distinction, Leanna Mayberry. Graduating with a Master of Human Resources and Law, Candace Draper. Gina Narayan. Shay Rollo. Briarna Tucker. Graduating with a Master of Laws with distinction, Jessica Krause. Amelia Rebelato. Graduating with a Master of Laws, Latifat Adams. Graduating with a Master of Social Change and Development with distinction, Hope Hardy. Graduating with a Master of Social Change and Development, Robert Moxie. Graduating with a Graduate Certificate in Social Change and Development, Ajemen Junior Dua. Pragati Ray. Ganesh Kumar Tanang. Samuel Tubb. Chancellor, I now invite Professor Tanya Sorten, Dean and Head of the School of Law and Justice, to present graduates who have satisfied the requirements for an undergraduate degree.
Chancellor, I present graduating with a Bachelor of Business and a Diploma in Languages, Dumaluthe Niathi. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business, Chudan Nguyen. Graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce with distinction, Ning Sing Bi. Eugean Tsao. Isaac Chapman. Shanglin Sui. Clara Callista Hidayat. Kim Fong Lee. Sinue Liang. Perry Morgan. Annalise Moyen. Elise Ryan. Stephanie Smith. Rudy Sun. Jinkai Wang. Jiawen Su. Ying Shui. Hyphen Ying. Yancy Yu. Jawu Yu Yu. Yejia Yuan. Graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce, Lily Abbott. Abdi Rahman Odawa Abdan Abdil. Mahmoud Al-Hal. Jasper Billis. Simon Boland. Logan Brett. Jack Brommel. Avia Chatterjee. Luhan Chen. Chian Cheng. Tingamope Eshe Elsie Chimeta. Georgia Craig. Sweet. Hecheng Sui. Teresa Davey. Aaron Durham. Elizabeth Dixon. Mengli Du. Aaron Edie. Angus Emery. Abdul Qadir Hassan. Will Haynes Cook. Chung Sam El Soho. Thomas Horder. Leslie Hawang. Shaman Jia. Caitlin Jones. Lachlan Kermode. Jordan Lovelace. Abby Lyle. Jeremy Mackney. Corbin Martin. Jackson McLeod. Ishran Monjour. James O'Connor. Emily Oliveira. Taylor Parker. Ying Peng. Yixiang Qin. Alexander Roseby. Elka Ruse. Alicia Schneider. Xinyuan Shi. Melania Tanasia. Hugo Van Haren. Guang Yuan Wang. Yuhan Wang. Emily Way. Spencer Wharton. Callan White. Jenyan Xiong. Jiuncheng Yao. Junyong Sheng. Wei Chiang Sheng. Yiling Sheng. Chen Xiao. Guan Song Jiao. Jirong Jiao. Juaxin Jiao. Graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce with distinction, Kelsey Evans. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates at this time.
Thank you, Professor Sowden. We'll now enjoy a musical interlude by Bree Rusev, performing Old Pine by Ben Howard. Bree is a current student of the university's music program. She recently won the April Prize in the National Campus Music Competition, and as part of a prize, she won a brand new Maton guitar. Well done.
Toes, coats and sleeping bags have come to know that memories are the best things you'll ever have. The sun will shine, beat down on bony back, so far from home where the ocean stood, then lost in pen contracts. And we stood steady as the stars in the woods, so happy hide in the warmth, into inside these bones. As the old pine fell, we sang, just to bless the morning. Toes, coats and sleeping bags have come to know the friends around you. All you'll always have, smoke in my lungs. All the echoes strong, can't listen young. Free as the birds that fly through the
Thank you, Bree, and congratulations. You can certainly drive the guitar well. I now call on Professor Sowden to continue presenting graduates from the school. Thank you.
Chancellor, graduating with a Bachelor of Criminology and a Bachelor of Psychological Science. Isaac Wilton. Thank you. Graduating with a Bachelor of Criminology with distinction, Madison Bettisay. Christina Davey. Paige Nelson. Yasmin Penn. Megan Ray Pritchard. Amy Schlicht. Graduating with a Bachelor of Criminology, Adele Brotherton. Monica Chagorski. Bronte Collins. Abby Fletcher. Tamsin Huckabee. Anais Korn. Jasmine McGowan. Tiny Sky Pappas. Maya Tilly Picton. Lisa Romberg. Jasmine Small. Abigail Stafferton. Chelsea Story. Sarah Welfare. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours with Honours Class 2, Division 2 and a Bachelor of Arts with distinction, Angus Hart. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours with Honours Class 1, Tabitha Leithland. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws, Honours with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Tallis Hayden. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws, Honours with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Ali Mudaffar. Isabella Hotz. Jordana Kelly. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws, Honours, Shanali Gomes. Harry Ramsland. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws, Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice and a Bachelor of Communication, Samuel Bartlett. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws, Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 1, Brittany Broadhurst. Angelique Donoghue. Patrick Houlihan. Jordan Kiss. Mia Stamenkovsky. That's easy. Harrison Thomas. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Courtney Lincoln. Swapnika Mukherjee. Grace Walker. Zoe Waskett. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws, Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Tamika Hilbrand. Tegan Holroyd. Tenzin Longtok. Olivia McInerney. Bianca Nikovsky. Rebecca Newham. Molly Robinson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws Honours, Diploma of Legal Practice, Upanyu Matia Panu. Luke Pulver. Olivia Shearer. David Wall. I now invite Professor Kate Nash, Dean and Head, School of Humanities, Creative Industries and Social Sciences, to continue presenting the graduates.
Chancellor, I present graduating with a Bachelor of Arts Honours with Honours Class 1, Lorena Arancibia. Elizabeth Reid. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts Honours with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Adam Russell. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts with Distinction, Craig Bloomfield. Sandra Boyd. Eamon Leggett. Sophie Middleton. Amelia Pepper. Charmaine Phillips. Graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, Madeline Childs. Ariel Cirillo. Shannon Clissold. Matthew Collins. Taylor Cook. Kyle Johnson. Paige Linden. Julian Martin. Sarah Merchant. Jaden Peterson. Chelsea Reeves. Lily Sanders. John Village. Amelia Williams. Richard Williams. Graduating with a Bachelor of Communication Honours, Siobhan Harvey. Graduating with a Bachelor of Communication with Distinction, Harry Bailey. David Clark. Patrick Gallagher. Gabrielle Grace. Gabriella King. Bella Sibthorpe. Ella Van Newton. Sarah Wells. Kristen Whitney. Graduating with a Bachelor of Communication, Louisa Amosa. Laura Osling. Ryan Chadwick. Kwan Fai Chan. Jared Hughes. Rowan Langford. Connor Marcellos. Brianna Moylan. Bridie O'Dwyer. Hayley Ratcliffe. Taylor Sullivan. Dylan Williams. Sean Woodford. Amy Woodward. Graduating with a Bachelor of Creative Industries with Distinction, Rebecca Hancock. Caitlin Murdoch. Rose Parker. Joshua Serraro. Graduating with a Bachelor of Creative Industries, Athena Adams. Madison Adams. Liam Waterman. Jodie Wood. Graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Art, Hasimranjit Brar. Graduating with a Bachelor of Global Indigenous Studies, Keisha Faulkner. Graduating with a Bachelor of Music with distinction, Zane Fleming. Elizabeth Morley. Bronte Wainwright. Graduating with a Bachelor of Music, Brandon Burke. Alistair Harden. Paris Lawrence. Graduating with a Bachelor of Music and Performing Arts Honours, with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Erika May Atkins. Graduating with a Bachelor of Music and Performing Arts, Damon Berg. Graduating with a Bachelor of Natural History Illustration, Sarah Cohen. Graduating with a Bachelor of Social Science with distinction, Laura Pochino. Graduating with a Bachelor of Social Science, Alicia Bailey. Tiana Baker. Hannah Blake. Ka Chan Chung. Jason McKeon. Lane Peebles. Lachlan Rassick. Corinne Stevenson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Social Work Honours with Honours Class 1, Rachel Gibbs. Graduating with a Bachelor of Social Work Honours, Jessica Chapman. Eva Ray Kernahan. Brianna Pack. John Sandy. Graduating with a Bachelor of Visual Communication Design Honours with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Charlotte Fletcher. Graduating with a Bachelor of Visual Communication Design with distinction and a Diploma in Languages, Beatrice King. Graduating with a Bachelor of Visual Communication Design with distinction, Megan Adams. Katie Branham. Chelsea Ellis. Tamara Jeffs. Daisy Lindner. Xing Lu. Matilda Murphy. Leela Ottinger. Madison Pleish. Willow Taylor. Graduating with a Bachelor of Visual Communication Design, Annalise Grace. Jackson McNevin. Finn Merrick. Amiri Magdi Abdulaziz Muhammad. Sean Neva. Shinyu Song. Addison Tai. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business, Xinyu Zhao. Graduating with a Bachelor of Nutrition and Dietetics Honours, Xixing Chang. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates.
Thank you, Professor Nash. I now invite Claire Dudgeon, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Social Science Honours with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, and a Bachelor of Laws Honours with Honours Class 1, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Thank you, Claire.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, family and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. Let me begin by saying how proud and honoured I am to be speaking on behalf of you all today. Like many of you, I'm sure, for me this day has been a long time coming, and I'm so glad to have you all with us here today to celebrate the occasion. I think traditionally this would be where the graduate speaker talks about themselves and their journey to get here, but I'm not a huge fan of talking about myself, and I think it would be an impossible task to try to sum up all of the different and unique paths that have brought us together. I'm sure, my fellow graduates, that you have a million different stories that you could tell about the hard times you've overcome, the friends you've made, the things you've learnt, and how grateful you are for the time you've spent at the university. There's no way I could do those stories justice in the short time that I've been given today. So instead, fellow graduates, I'd like to ask you a favour. Picture yourself on the day you received an offer to study. Maybe, like me, you were freshly out of Year 12 with an ATAR clutched tightly in one hand and more than a small amount of nerves in the other. Maybe, like so many others, you came through one of our pathway programs and you were bursting at the seams with all the opportunities at your fingertips. Or maybe you're one of our postgraduate students and your journey began for a second time with your excitement to dive back into study and broaden your horizons further than ever before. Picture that version of yourself standing or sitting beside you today and resist the temptation to minimise the achievement that you've made. Picture your younger self and remember how proud they would be of what you have accomplished and the person that you are today. Every year at graduation, we hear about how the world is changing and how we as graduates must be ready to meet that change head on. Never has that felt more real to me than today, about to step into a world that's so different from the world that our younger selves knew when we started this journey 2 or 5 or 8 years ago. But as the Greek philosopher Heraclitus once said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it is not the same river and he is not the same man." And it's true, I think, that for all the world outside these walls has changed, so have we in the time that we've spent here. For me, that's the true benefit of our experience at university. That in learning about social science or history or the creative industries or law or music, we also have the chance to learn about ourselves. And in learning who we are, we get to decide who we're going to be. So graduates, I want you to also picture yourself another 5 or 10 years down from today and ask yourself, what is it I will carry with me from my time here that will make me a person that I'm proud to be? Maybe it's your curiosity, your desire to discover and understand the world and the people within it, or your creativity and the different perspectives that you bring to problems that no one else has been able to solve. Maybe it's your compassion towards yourself and towards others that makes room to heal and grow into better people. Or maybe it's your courage and the determination to rise to any challenge that's put before you. Whatever it is, it's something that you've discovered in yourself in your time here that will help you take on this world no matter what it throws at you and make it a better world for the people who follow in your footsteps. The time we've spent here, no matter how long or short, will stay with us for the rest of our lives. So I want to also thank the professional and academic staff who make an institution like this possible for being with us along the way. And of course, to our families and friends who've been with us for the highs, lows, and everything in between for their unwavering support of our journey. But most importantly, to my fellow graduates, thank you and congratulations.
Claire, thank you so much for speaking so eloquently on behalf of your colleagues here today. And you're right, of course. One of the really satisfying things about graduation ceremonies is to contemplate all of those journeys, and every one of you has had, when you think about it, a unique journey to get here today. Some against much hardship, and that's only increased your resolve. And some of you have found and settled on career choices, and I think it's interesting to reflect on your comments, Claire, against those of our occasional speaker, the passion he found in finding his calling towards the end of his education journey. So you've spoken very eloquently and very effectively. All of you have the potential to make a great impact, and I think you communicate that very effectively. So thank you indeed. To our audience, I hope you've enjoyed today's ceremony, and I thank you for joining the university community in the celebration of the awarding of degrees. Thank you for becoming involved in the ceremony. It was good, and certainly brought life to the ceremony, which is important. Before I declare the ceremony concluded, though, I'd like to ask this time that the graduates remain seated, and everyone else, including my colleagues up here, to stand and join me once again in applauding their wonderful achievements. Thank you. Please be seated. I now declare the ceremony concluded and invite you to join us for a graduate reception in the Brennan Room to continue celebrating this very special event together. Graduates, one last congratulations. It's wonderful, the achievement you've all made, and against a backdrop of several very, very tough years, when you think what you've gone through and what the university's gone through to try and support you through COVID and online and back on campus. It's been a pretty tortuous journey, and you're quite unique amongst our cohorts of graduates. You've had a tough road. So congratulations. We're very proud of each of you. We're very confident that you've got the technical knowledge from your time here. But equally importantly, we think you've got a set of values that are going to equip you for very successful careers. So, as Claire said, every one of you can change the world, so go out there and make a difference. Thank you.